Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be playing a different game, MLB The Show 20, and I'm going to be rebuilding the worst team in the game, which is the Baltimore Orioles. So if you enjoy this or want to see more rebuilds in the future, leave a like and subscribe down below, and let's get into it. So what is up guys? In today's video, like I said before, I'm going to be rebuilding the worst team in MLB The Show 20, which is the Baltimore Orioles. And before we start, there's just a couple things you have to do if you are the general manager, and that one is use sponsorships because you make more money, and you can do other things like train your players in a certain category. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is now. I don't really care. And then you can change the lineups and the pitching rotation. The Orioles do not have the best team at all. They're last. You can also update your trade block. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the trade deadline because that's when I'm going to start to make moves. And let's rebuild the worst team in MLB The Show. So we are here at the draft, and we actually have the second overall pick. So let's see who's on this draft. We scouted this guy. This guy's a closing pitcher. I'm just going to let the computer submit and hope I get a good player. I probably shouldn't do that, but let's see. We got a 95 overall third baseman. That's really good, so I'm going to go ahead and sign him, and I can start building the team around him in the future. All our other picks weren't very good, but if we can also see what other top prospects we have. So let's see where we are. We have the number 12 top prospect, which is a starting pitcher. That's pretty good. Do we have anyone else? Let's see. We have 41 and 44, so another starting pitcher and a shortstop. And that's it. Let's see how everyone's doing so far. So Rio Ruiz, he's doing okay for a 77 overall. He's doing okay. Alberto could be doing better. Iglesias, he's doing okay, I guess. Nunez is doing really good actually. Mancini's doing pretty good. Not the average, but the home runs. Santander isn't really doing the best. Severino is doing okay. Hayes is doing not the best, and Reyes or Urias is not doing good at all. DJ Stewart struggling. Mountcastle, I don't know why Mountcastle's not in the lineup. Does he play anything else? He plays third. Let me just get the lineup sorted out, and then I'll get back to talking. Okay, so the lineups are all fixed. Let's go over to pitching. John Means is actually doing pretty good. ERA almost under 3. Keegan Aiken. Oh, he's going down on his overall. He is not doing good. Alex Cobb is also struggling. LeBlanc is also struggling. And Stewart is struggling as well. So starting pitching and offensive performance is probably going to be the biggest thing that we need to work on. This guy is struggling. Armstrong is struggling. I'm not even going to try to pronounce Asher's last name. He's actually not doing terrible. Hunter Harvey struggling, but he's a overall, so he'll be good in the future. Valdez struggling. Tanner Scott struggling a lot. And Paul Fry struggling as well. So this is not good. Let's go over to the trade block. We need pitching. We need relief. We're pretty good on the infield. We have some prospects coming up. It's really just the outfield. But I'll look for a second baseman because we don't really have a good one right now. And let's skip to the end of the season and see where we are. So we're here at the trade deadline. I have made a little bit of moves over the time I've been simulating. I'll go ahead and show you guys the moves that I made right here. So I traded away Ramon Urias for a prospect who is a really good prospect. So I think that was going to be a good deal for the future. I also traded away Tanner Scott because he was struggling, and I acquired a top pitching prospect for Hanser Alberto. And I also got rid of Alex Cobb because his contract he was still making $14 million a year, so I traded him for someone who's making $6 million a year. And let's see how our prospects are doing. So DL Hall went down a spot, but he's still doing pretty good. Let's see if anyone else went up.
The Cincinnati
Our
Reds put
shortstop
together
prospect
10
went up.
total hits
He'll
as
actually
they
might
beat
be
the
ready for
Braves
next
in
season.
Atlanta 10-4.
Let's
The
see,
Mets
anyone
picked up
else?
14
No
hits
one
in
else is on
total
the
as
top
they
prospect
manhandled
list.
the Marlins
Okay.
10-0.
So
Paul
let's see how
Goldschmidt
everyone's
drove in
doing.
3 as
John
the Cardinals
Means,
took care of
he's
the
been
Brewers
doing
6-4.
better.
He
He's
is
still
among the NL
doing
leaders
it
in
pretty
on-base
good.
percentage.
Aiken's still
Chris Taylor
struggling,
had 3 hits on the
but
day,
his
leading the Dodgers
overall
over
starting
the
to go up,
Diamondbacks
so that's good.
5-1.
Shane Green is
The
a
San Diego
reliever. I don't know why
Padres
he's in my
knocked
starting
out 10 hits
rotation.
as a team as they
I
defeated the
don't know
visiting
if I have
Fighting
anyone else to
Phils
replace him.
6-4. The Cubs allowed only 5 hits
I guess
as a
I'd
staff
rather
as they
use
got the win over the Giants in San
Asher.
Francisco 2-0.
LeBlanc.
And that's the show.
His
The
ERAs
trade
went down,
deadline
but
is
he's still
only hours
struggling,
away,
and
so don't
Stewart
forget to check
still
in tomorrow
struggling,
for a full
and
recap
Asher
of
still
the day's
struggling.
events.
This guy's still struggling. Armstrong, he's doing okay ERA-wise, but his loss, he doesn't have a win this season. Shane Green's actually doing really good. Hunter Harvey's been doing better, but still struggling. Alex Reyes, this was the pitcher that he's going to be the future of our bullpen. He's actually going down overall, and potential is going down, but I still have high hopes for him. Valdez is doing better. Whistler's doing pretty good, and Fry is not struggling as much anymore. Let's see the lineup. So Mountcastle is struggling. We don't have anyone there. I don't know why. Iglesias is doing really good for average-wise. Nunez is actually doing really well, 16 home runs, so he has some power. Mancini has 24 home runs, so that's really good. Yeah. Okay. Santana's doing okay, not too good on the average. Neither is Severino. Hayes struggling, and Ruiz is struggling. And everyone else on the bench is not doing good. So now I'm going to sim to the end of the season and see what we can do in free agency. So we are finally at the off season. We lost over 100 games that year. Not very good, but hopefully we can do something in free agency to revamp this team.
To this special postseason edition of Inside the Show.
Can I see how everyone did? So
Mountcastle
Mountcastle turned this season around a bit. He did pretty good towards the end. Christian Pace, I think that's how you pronounce it, struggled a bit. Iglesias slowed down a bit, but still had a decent season. Nunez had a really good season, 32 home runs, 91 RBIs. Santander struggled with average, but hit 28 home runs, so that was really good from him. Severino did okay. Stewart struggled. This guy struggled, then Ruiz struggled. I don't really expect too much from this group, though. They're not the best team. So John Means, his win-to-loss ratio was bad, but his ERA was decent. The Aiken struggled. LeBlanc did okay for a 68 overall. Stewart struggled, and this guy struggled. So did this guy. Armstrong did okay. Green did really well, actually. How old is he? 32? Hunter Harvey struggled. Reyes struggled a lot as well. And everyone else did decent. So let's go over, see who we can re-sign. Iglesias, I'm probably going to re-sign. He does not want to come back to Baltimore. You can tell by his interest. He wants to go to a contending team, so it's going to take a lot to keep him here. I'm going to give him 2 years, $23 million. I know that's overpaying for Iglesias, but it's good to have a veteran on the team because it helps other players get their overall up faster. Shane Green, I'm going to bring back for another year. I'll give him 3.2 for 1 year. He did well for me. I'm not going to bring Wade LeBlanc back, and I'm not going to bring Brian Holiday back. Staff, I'm going to fire my manager, actually, and look for a good one. This guy's an A manager, so I'm going to look to sign him. It's probably going to take a lot, so I'm going to give him $18 million over 3 years. Hopefully he accepts that. Who else do we need? We need a hitting coach. I'm going to go for this guy because he's an A overall as well. 5 years, over $3 million. It's going to take more because coaches want to coach good teams, obviously. So I'll make a good coaching staff, hopefully, and then sim to free agency. Let's see. Our first base coach didn't accept. And neither did our hitting coach. Hopefully our manager accepts, but it's free agency today. Let's see, there's some arbitration. So Nunez I'm actually going to bring back because he did really well. How old is he? 26. I'll sign him to a 5-year. I'll give him a 5-year contract. Santander's 26 and he hit 28 home runs, so I'm gonna look in maybe a 3-year contract for him because he doesn't make that much contact, so it's a little bit of a risky signing, but I think it should be good in the future. Pedro Severino, probably going to be the future catcher for our team, so I'm going to sign him for 3 years until he's 30, and then maybe I'll look into a different option. But there is a lot of stuff we have to do this offseason, so we're going to have to spend a lot of money. Pat did okay. 71 overall. He will get better. I'll give him a 1-year contract. I was looking for 2.3 million. I'll give it to him. Oh, I don't even know if Iglesias accepted. Mancini did pretty well, so I'll bring him back. My 3.3 for Mancini. That's not bad. I'll give him 7 million over 2 years. Matt Wisler, man, he's okay. I guess I'll bring him back because he's better than like a 60 overall, so I'll bring him back. Alex Reyes, I will definitely bring back, and I'll give him a bullpen spot so he'll like it better. 3-year contract because this guy is supposed to be the future of our bullpen. Everyone else. Alright, so I'm back, and just before everything starts, I am supposed to choose a good 40-man roster because I don't want to lose anyone to the Rule 5 draft. I'm going to go ahead and release all the people that aren't really going to go anywhere. Chris Davis, I forgot I had Chris Davis. 35 years old. He's still making $25 million, and this guy can't hit a baseball anymore. So, unfortunately, I am going to have to pay a lot of money to get rid of him, but he's gone. This is a good catcher. Thank God he's on the 40-man roster. I'm just going to get rid of everyone else. So let's see. I want to protect basically all the A potentials, like this guy and this guy. They're top prospects as well. All of these players basically. And Adley Rushman, this guy's supposed to do some good things in the future. Make sure I have him protected. All the A overalls, first things first. This is my first round draft pick, so that'll be good. Let's see, anyone else? And then in AAA, Chance Cisco. That's basically it. So, okay, yeah, I should be good. I should be good. I think I offered everyone contracts here. Yeah, I did. Tender contracts. So this is new. Rio Ruiz. He's on the path to a good career. So I am going to re-sign him. It's cheaper if I get him for 1 year. So I'm just going to look into 1 year. There might even be a third baseman on the free agent market. Well, I can get him for a lot cheaper than he wants. So I'll offer him that. Paul Fry. I don't know. He had a really bad... Oh, no, he did okay. I guess I can bring him back for 1 more year. No guaranteed on the bullpen, though, so I'm going to pay him less money. Let's see who else we got here. One of my top prospects. I'll give him a contract. Another one of my top prospects. I'll just, I'll skip forward to the free agency. So now I'm going into free agency, and I gotta remember this year is more of a development year for all my rookie players, but I'm going to look to add some pieces. It's probably going to be after this season. I think I should be in a good spot, but I'm going to look into adding some pieces. Starting pitching was one. James Paxton, really good pitcher, but he's on the downhill trend, so it's probably not a wise idea to sign him. Same with Morton. Other than that, all these pitchers aren't very good. Taijuan Walker might be a good starter, so I'll offer him a 2-year contract. He wants a lot of money, so I'll give him 2 years, $10 million. Let's see if there's anyone else we can possibly sign. There is an A overall, so I'm going to look into signing him, get him into my farm system. There's no one else really that catches my eye. We need relief pitching, so I'm going to go ahead and sign Ken Giles. I don't really want him. Once someone gets past 34 in this game, they start going downhill, so 3 years for Giles should be good, and I'll give him, because it's going to take a lot to get him to come here in Baltimore. I'll give him $25 million over 3 years. Let's see, is there anyone else? Trevor Rosenthal. I will gladly give Trevor Rosenthal a contract. 3 years as well. Get it to max interest. So pitching is going to be a big thing to work on. Catching, I do have a rookie catcher. JT Realmuto is one of the best in the game, but I doubt I'll be able to sign him just because Philadelphia gave him a $200 million contract. So I probably won't be able to get him. Let's see anyone else. I want to add some power to the lineup. CJ Cron has some power, so I'm going to see if I can sign him. 2 years. 2 years, $9 million. I'll give him that. Let's see. LeMahieu is one of the best players in this game. It'd be really cool if I could get him, but I don't know if I should make that big a push. Let's see. I don't really see anyone else who's insane, so I might actually go for LeMahieu. Mookie Betts is also on the market. Let's see. He had a really good year. I'm gonna go back to LeMahieu. I'm gonna try to sign one of them. LeMahieu struggled a little bit. Only a 260 average. I'm gonna go for LeMahieu. Maybe he's 32. Let's see how old Betts is. Betts is 28. It'll be better if I go for Betts. 6 years. Well, I'm a little skeptical to give him that contract, but I'm gonna give him that contract. I'll offer him 8 years, $248 million. And then we can start building the team around him. Let's see. Mookie Betts accepted the Mets offer. 9 years. Oh, I got my manager though, and I got Trevor Rosenthal. That's a start. Let's see. LeMahieu. I'm gonna go for LeMahieu. He does not want to come to Baltimore at all. That's not very good. Let's see. Is there anyone else who I could possibly add? Oh, well, it's Santana. No, I don't really want to. He's 34. I'm going to have to go for LeMahieu, even if he doesn't like it here. Oh, the Yankees gave him the same offer, but he's more interested in the Yankees. So I probably won't be able to get him. Yeah, he doesn't want to come to Baltimore anyways. So I'm actually going to go see if I can make a trade with anyone. I will get back to the video when I find one. So I found this trade for Jose Iglesias where I can get an A potential pitcher who's probably going to be the future of our pitching restarting. A relief pitcher who's probably not going to do anything else, and a catcher who has some potential. So I'm going to make that trade. Let's see. So we have John Means, Keegan Aiken, Grayson Rodriguez, who is also going to be a big part. We got Taijuan Walker. I didn't know we got Taijuan Walker, but we have him now. Let's see. Decent year last year, but hopefully he does well for us. We have David Doe, Luis Vasquez, and DL Hall. So our rotation should be good for next season after a year of development. LeMahieu has a lot of offers now, actually. So does Realmuto. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get someone for the lineup. Colton Wong is actually, oh, he's not interested in Baltimore either. It's because we're not a contending team. No one really wants to come to Baltimore, so I don't know. I'm just gonna see if anything happens, but maybe I can make a push for someone next off season after hopefully a good season. Oh, we got Ken Giles too, so the bullpen is looking good. I'll see you guys next season. If anything changes, then I'll see you then. Well, something just changed. We got Colton Wong. Now I will see you at next season. So we are at the start of 2021. Let's see our pitching rotation. So we have John Means, Taijuan Walker, Grayson Rodriguez. Hopefully this is a good development year for him. Cole Stewart and DL Hall. And then we have Giles and Rosenthal in our bullpen, along with Shane Green and Cody Shad. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think I got him in the Rule 5 draft, so hopefully he's a good part to the bullpen. I think he will be. Let's see our lineup. We have one of our top prospects who's finally playing in the MLB, Colton Wong, who is an offseason signing. Hopefully 87 overall. Hopefully he can do well. Ryan Mountcastle. This is hopefully the future of our offense. He has lots of power. So does Nunez and Mancini, Santana as well. And we also signed CJ Crone. So that should be interesting to see in the future. I'm going to see you at the trade deadline, or actually the draft, actually. So I'll see you then. So we were at the draft, and we actually have the first overall pick. Hopefully we can get someone good. This is this first baseman. I'm just going to let the computer do it again. Hopefully we get someone good. Let's see. Oh, I'm nervous, bro. 92 overall. Could have been better. I'll sign him though. We got an 83 as well. Anyone else? No one else. Did anyone else get a high pick? Let's see. Detroit got a 97. So did Seattle. It could have been better, but what can you do? Let's see how we're doing so far. Chris Owings, I don't remember signing him. He's actually been doing okay in the leadoff spot. Our prospect has been struggling this year, but he's going up a lot overall wise, so it's a development year. Mountcastle has been doing insane. 10 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a 325 average. That's really good. Nunez is doing okay. He's in a slump right now, though. Mancini's doing really good. Santander, low average again, but he's hitting some home runs. Severino, he's developing as well. He's having an okay year. Crone's doing just what I signed him to do. And Colton Wong is having a really good season as well. And Ruiz is struggling. That's why he's on the bench. Let's see our pitching. John Means turned it around. He's having a really good year. His overall is going up. That's really good to see. Walker, oh my. He's just throwing fastballs right down the middle with a 6.33 ERA. And, oh, that is not good. I'm paying him $5 million. Grayson Rodriguez, struggling, but he's a 68 overall. It's development for him, so I can't ask for much more. This is a reliever. Why is a reliever in our bullpen? I forgot to tell you guys that Ken Giles is also in the... Oh my god, I need to call up some starting pitching. I was like, where is that? What happened on my pitching? Oh my... I don't have any prospects. No Class A. Double A is a bunch of good prospects. Triple A. I'm gonna have to start calling people up. Oh, this is not good. I don't remember signing Wilmer either. Ooh, I will sim to the trade deadline. Hopefully I can get some prospects and other stuff sorted out. Chris Owings did decent. He did decent. He went up a lot though. He's almost 80 overall, so that's good to see. Mountcastle had a really good year. So did Nunez and Mancini and Santander and Severino and Crone and Wong. Pitching, John Means did okay. Walker somewhat struggled. I didn't have enough pitching, so I had some relievers in the rotation this year. So I have to re-sign some people. Shane Green, I'm not going to re-sign because he's 33. Actually, I'll sign him for one more year because that. Oh, he doesn't even want to come back for one more year. Chris Owings, I'm down to give Chris Owing some. I'll give him 2 years, 10 million. Hopefully he comes back. Everyone else, I don't really see re-signing. I'll send him to free agency. Let's see. So I'll just sign everyone and then I'll go to free agency and then we can get back to the video. So we're into free agency. That was a rebuilding year. There is a lot of free agents out this year. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. So starting pitching is definitely a need. Max Scherzer, I do want to get, but he is 37, so it's not wise to do. Rodriguez, that would actually be a good choice. I'm gonna look into signing Rodriguez. 4 years, 50 million. Let's see if he accepts that. We'll hear back from him soon. Dylan, he used to pitch for us, yeah, a couple years ago. I'll see if I can bring him back. Or actually, yeah, I'll see if I can bring this guy back. 2 years, I'll give him $15 million. Relief pitching, let's see. This should be a good option, but we have Rosenthal, so I don't really need a closer. Catching, I do have some prospects, so I won't spend money if I don't have to there. Let's see, anyone else? Chris Bryant, third base, that'd be really big. I'm gonna look into signing Bryant to a 6-year deal. I'm gonna give him more money so he comes to Baltimore. 6 years, 167. He loves that offer. And I'm also gonna look into getting Javier Baez for 8 years. And Kyle Schwarber. I was gonna look into Kyle Schwarber, but he really only hits home runs against right-handed pitchers. I'll see if there's anyone else. Eddie Rosario is probably a good choice. Let's see. And Christian Yelich. I'll offer Yelich a deal. Let's see if I can get any of them. I got Rodriguez for pitching. That's a start. I can no longer afford Chris Bryant or Javier Baez because I got Christian Yelich. So that is still really good. Let's see my budget. How much? Ooh. Let's see if I can shed any contracts. So we're here in the new season and we have some good news. Rodriguez is our ace, so we have some pitching depth. Lineups, we have Christian Yelich, who should have a monster season. So that's really exciting. Adley Rutschman is also in the MLB now. This is more, I don't want to say it's a development year, but this should be the last year of development for all these pitchers. So this should be fun to see. Let's see what we can do this season. So we're just at the draft right now. We got another good pick. Closing. Oh, I can't even sign my good pick. That's trouble. I spent a lot of money in the free agent market, so I can't even sign my top pick. But as you can see, who's Chicago offering us? Who do they want? I would be okay for that trade, but we need Whistler in the bullpen, so I'm going to decline it. We're almost at 500 records, so we're doing better this season. Let's check in on everyone, actually. So, Miguel Rojas. I guess we just signed him to fill shortstop. He's doing okay. Mountcastle having another good year. Yelich is doing really good, and so is Nunez, Santana, Crone. All doing pretty good, as expected. Wong struggling a bit. So we didn't make the playoffs. We were close to the wild card. That's very unfortunate, but it's too bad we didn't win anything this year. But that will be the end of my video because that was 3 seasons. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching all the way through.